What's up guys, it's Taken here, and yeah, so the 3.0 update is out by now and it's just for iOS again since Android is a little late as always, but we just have to be patient for a few more days, and since I'm on Android too, I will just briefly go through the update notes in this video. So yeah, the summer event is brought among us with this event and with this update, sorry, and yeah, it's like any update, so you can do like daily quests, get some cool fun items, and what I especially like, you can get buffs, which are great because you can buff your character a lot more than with normal buffs. And yeah, that's just that part. The update is for 2 events as well. But what's really special about this update, in fact, is the new Mage Spec, which we waited for a really long time by now. And yeah, there is a video from mine, or I made a video about this already. So there are 2 talent trees. One is the elemental talent tree and one is the stargazer talent tree. So the first is like ice and fire spec combined in one spec, while the second one is like healing and supporting skill. But I will do a video about this when it's out on Android, and yeah, for the iOS players, have fun testing it out. But I have to wait a little more until I'm doing the video about it, in fact. Okay, second point, the new game features, the equipment grade display. So it's like every gear part has a level now, so the overall level of all gear combined which you have equipped on your character will be shown. So it's like you can compare what the average level of your gear is for each character or for each guy that you're checking. And this is something pretty great, because what I did by now was like checking each gear part, what gems they have, and then like estimating how good he is. But I hope that this level is like giving a really good overview about how good every player is in fact. The gem lottery. So the gem lottery is now available, and this is really great because by now we could get like not that many gems, or had to be lucky the gem is for our class, but by now we at least get a lot more gems. And there are 2 modes in the gem lottery, 1 draw and 10 draws, so it's like you can decide whether you want to pay for 1 gem or a lot more gems. Both draws will get the opportunity level 1 to level 5 gems, so that's pretty obvious. And you can play it for free every 24 hours, so it's like pretty good to log in daily for Art and Chaos, because you get a lot of free stuff. And even if you're not playing, you should log at least once a day to get all the free stuff and improve, even if you have no time to play actively. And also there's a 100% chance to get level 4 gems if you did at least 10 draws. And this is something I like, because you don't do endless draws and you get unlucky, only got level 1 and level 2 gems. So you do it 10 times and you have at least 1 level 4 gem, so this is really good. And also the unallocated talent point hint. This is really great, because I had it like so many times that I was missing points or was lacking of my damage because I didn't set the points in one like major skill and didn't know I didn't set the point there. So this is really great, because if you don't or have unallocated talent points, so you did not use all of your points, there will be a notification for you, so you won't have this issue anymore, I think. Also, following after the mounts that are bound to your account now, there's the pets. So if you have a pet on one character, it's same as the mounts by now, you have them on all characters. And this is really, really great, I think, because I have so many upgraded pets but just on half of my characters. So this is good, because you now have to, it's like you catch one pet which is really rare, and now you can use it on every character and don't have to catch it on each character in single. Okay, the quest item hint. So this is like quest items have a red frame around them now, so yeah, it's like, you shouldn't toss this item, which is pretty good, because it happens so often, or so many players told me like, oh, I tossed the banana or the golden bracelet after they killed the monkey boss or something, and then they had to do the full quest again. So if an item has a red frame around it now, you should not toss it, or at least toss it if you're sure you don't want to do the quest anymore. Class specific lottery, and this is really great, because now the lottery chest will be classified by class as it's written here. So this means you won't get an eagle head bow, or you won't get the mage staff on your heel again in the lottery. So whatever you get in the lottery, it is for your class by now, and this is something really great, because I did this on like second characters or something where I needed the scanner weapon. I played the lottery and I got like every scanner weapon exact the one I needed, and it sucks if you get like all the stuff that doesn't suit your class at all. The dungeon finder shortcut, so it's not like hidden in the menu where you have to click like on team, then on dungeon, then on the dungeon finder to queue for a dungeon, so I hope it's pretty much easy to use by now through this shortcut. So I didn't see it by now, but I hope it's easier by now and more people will use it in fact, because for arena the random queue worked, but for dungeons I barely ever found a random team through the dungeon finder. New items, so the new Foundry Epic Gear and Epic Gear from Rising Flare has been added to the Foundry merchant, so this is really great because for Souls and the Essence of God and Epoch, you could buy all the T3.5 gear from merchants, but now you can also buy the Rising Flare gear, which is really good because I saw a lot of players farming, or they did like 300 runs, didn't get their items, and it sucks if you don't get the item you want over time. So by now you can just farm like the basic stuff like souls and all that, and you can just buy it there. And you can find this in the, wait for it, I will pronounce the name correctly now, in the Ariromoka campsite. So yeah. Also the legacy equipment, there's new legacy equipment available now. I checked it out on the TakenHD website and it's basically just a necklace, so there are a few more by now and you can buy them for diplomas as always. Fourth point, Polish, so the achievements for the dungeon collection, so there's a new one available now. I think it's for Rising Flare, but I'm not sure. And also festival achievements are now available, and I'm not quite sure what this is about, but I guess it's about like getting all the stuff from events which you get through quests, or collecting the pets that you could obtain during those events. The Ariromoka camp, so I pronounced it twice correctly now if you didn't notice. The Stardust Realm Soul Signet quest is now available, and this is pretty great because I saw so many players farming Rising Flare and Stardust Realm for a really long time while there weren't the Soul quest available, and yeah, I like that. The PvP area, and this is a really good point because in TakenHD there weren't any raids or bigger teams for like 10 people during or like always, but for now for guilds, all the members of the same guild will not be able to attack each other in PvP areas, and I really like that because you had it so often that there were guild wars and people were attacking each other, and if a mage for example uses his frost blast, he stunned everybody, even his guild members, and it sucked a lot over time if those that were actually like helping you, that you killed them or got killed from them just because they used every area of effect skills. So this is something really great which GameLoft implemented here, and also for new players, players will not get the PvP debuff when they enter PvP areas, and this is only if you're below level 70, which is great too, because when you see like all low players farming or doing quests in PvP areas and then there's a guild fight and they get near it and all the players using area of effect skills, they die like instantly in not even one hit. So this is something really great, but also what I like is if they attack or heal other players who have the PvP debuff, they will then get the PvP debuff, so it's not like there will be level 68 players attacking you and you can't attack them back, so if they interact in PvP they will get the debuffs as well, which is good. The 30-day daily bonus, so there will be three kinds of 30-day daily bonus reward cycles, and I guess it's like, as they say it here, if you finish the first one, the next one continues, so it's not like it gets a board in the middle if you didn't log for one day, but you can now, or depending on when you log, you can now complete one cycle after another and then get all the rewards. Also the fashion pack isn't available on day 30 anymore, but on day 26, which is great too because, which is good but not that perfect. I would set it on like 29 or 28 because you have now only 26 days to log in from 30 days, but if you missed one day or maybe even two, it's okay, but I like that they keep it at least a little higher, so it's not like you can log in whenever you want and in the end obtain a vanity in fact, so you always have to consider it's for free, so. Okay, there will be more lottery chests, more hero emblems in the 30-day daily bonus. This is great too, because what I did not want in fact is all the souls or that you get like a green mount teleporter, because that's not anything of a big use, so I like that there are more lottery chests and hero emblems now, because in fact you use these a lot more than any other stuff in game. The rules for the 30-day daily bonus have changed in the new 30-day daily bonus reward cycle, so I don't know, just keep that out of mind. Modifications are the business skill materials, and this is something really great because Mary the business skill merchant has arrived in Haradon, and what is special about her, you can buy business skill materials from her with hero emblems. So from my 5 characters and classes, I have 3 of 5, I played the full 600 of 600 business skill just through farming or through buying this stuff in the auction house, and it's a lot of work in fact. And to avoid people buying the stones from the nick shops, I think this is a really good opportunity to buy the materials for hero emblems, especially because not many players keep on farming those materials, since you can buy it for a lower price in the nick shop. Mary won't stay in one place, so you can find it at like all the usual places where, yeah, those merchants are found in general. Also, the difficulty of dungeons, I think this is great for newer players, or especially because I heard from IIS players that the bugs have been fixed. So the difficulty of lame series have been decreased by 20%, so I guess they are really a lot more easier by now, so I couldn't test it yet. But also the Rising Flare series have been decreased by 15%, so I think there will be more players farming them now, though the bugs have been fixed. But I hope this will also improve the team finding or at least building of the Rising Flare dungeons, because I really saw like nobody asking for it, or people were farming it by 2 men because nobody was able to make a full team and they used the bugs just because they could run 2 men by it now. Alright guys, so these were all the update changes for Android players. We have to wait a little more for these, so they are not in-game yet. And yeah, if anything is unclear or so, just write me your opinion through messages or comments, and if you're still struggling, just go to the Order and Chaos Head website. It's really amazing and you can find basically anything on this website. So there's also all the update information once more if you didn't get what I said or you need to translate it into your language. And yeah, as always guys, this is Taken here, and stay tuned.